Luke, here we are, a year on from what was an incredible debut. Is there the same excitement here this year?
Yeah, well, this year's been incredible for myself, and this one it all leads up to the big one, the World Championships. This time last year, obviously, I wasn't here for the draw, but like I say, I am, and it's going to be a good day today, and obviously see how the draw plans out.
Is that excitement there about driving up to Alexandra Palace after last year as well, seeing it on the hill and everything like that?
Yeah, I just can't wait to get going. Obviously now it's the second round, so just that one game, go for Christmas, and then hopefully I'm back.
Is there a different expectation on yourself this year after last year?
It's hard to predict because I got the runner-up on my first go, but yeah, I'd like to win it. Obviously, everyone wants to win it, but that's where my game is at the minute. I feel like I can win it.
But your game's in a really good place. Obviously, winning the Grand Slam, runners-up in mine age. You go here in good form, and look, we all know the stat that it says the winner of the Grand Slam the last few years goes on to win Alexandra Palace. Do you believe in omens and things like that?
I don't really believe in it. I've seen a few football ones, but I've never seen a darts one. But obviously that's what happened the past few years. But yeah, I'd like to pick up the trophy, but if not, just have another good run to the final.
Look, the year that you've had has been incredible, up to world number 4 already in under 12 months. When you first started this starting journey, did you ever believe this was possible?
No, I come in as, well, I just wanted to win a few Pro Tours, but obviously winning Bahrain for the World Series, and then it was just European Tours, Pro Tours, and just all the titles I've picked up. It just goes to show how well I've been playing.
Do you remember back in January when they said it could be a fluke and he can't do it again? Do you remember those comments that people were saying?
That was why it was good to win Bahrain, the first tournament of 2024. I put my hands on it, and I had to build from it there, and that's what I've done.
Okay. Luke, funny, just alluding to what Phil was saying, I remember vividly sat at the Premier League saying, where are the doubters now? I think after you won the Premier League. Is that still in your mind, that you still have to prove yourself, that people still think this is a sort of flash in the pan?
Well, like you said, the Premier League, it was good to win. Everyone said I was too young and it was going to be too much for me. But throughout the Premier League, I was top 4, top 5, I was always there, and I'm glad I got my hands on the trophies, and I said to everyone, I deserve to win.
You keep making history. Youngest world champion would be one hell of a thing on your CV, and almost an unbreakable thing, you would think. Have you visualised that moment? Because you got so close last year. Do you actually think about picking up Big Sid?
Well, I know Michael van Gerwen holds the youngest at 24, so I've got 7 years. I could just slouch about for 6 years and then just win it when I'm 24. But no, I'd like to obviously win it before Michael won it, because it'd mean everything. So to be the youngest, that's definitely what I'll be looking for.
Thank you.
Luke, you're obviously the favourite going into the PDC World Championship. Do you think from everything that you've achieved this year, and obviously Luke Humphries has achieved, do you think the favourite is where you should be?
Probably based on recent performances as well. Then I am the favourite. But that's just us players. We've just got to look ahead. We don't have to look at who's favourite. We've just got to play our darts.
When you look back at how you were playing sort of this time last year, or December last year, and you compare it to how you're playing now, do you think you're playing even better now than you were 12 months or so ago?
Yeah, I'd say I'm playing very, very better. Obviously last year was very good, my averages on the world stage. So I'll be hopefully looking to do it all again.
It's been obviously an incredible year for yourself. What has it taught you, not just in darts, but I guess sort of the life that you now live from week to week?
Yeah, it's just from what I've done, I've earned myself a lot outside the dart world, and that's what I'll continue doing. But from the darts, I've learned a lot about the travel, sorting the schedule out and stuff. But as a player, you got to keep going. There's plenty of tournaments and obviously plenty of opportunities for us.
Perfect. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Luke, can you just cast your mind back to 12 months ago? Obviously, making your debut last year as a 16-year-old. What were your expectations last year compared to now, where you're world ranked 4, you're favourite for the tournament? How different is your mindset going into this year on?
Last year I said I wanted to win the first game, and then I said come back after Christmas, which I did. and then from then it was just win my next game, win my next game. And obviously I got to the final, but this time it's the same. Just win my first game, and then come back down after Christmas hopefully, and then hopefully I can go all the way.
Obviously, we don't know your first round opponent, second round, sorry, but we know it could be a collision course for Humphries in the semi-final, which all fans are drooling at the mouth for the prospect. So is that already on your mind when you're looking at stuff like this? Obviously, are you already anticipating that semi-final clash?
Yeah, that's what people have talked about. Obviously, me and Luke Humphries in the semi-final. I've looked at my mini section. I could potentially meet Richard House. But obviously that's what people are looking at is me and Luke Humphries in the semis, but we've got to do the job and we've got to get there first.
And you might have seen Barry Hearn a couple of weeks ago made some comments about the World Championship potentially leaving Alexandra Palace. Does that make you even hungry this year? Because it could potentially be the last year and the last opportunity of trying to lift that Citadel trophy at
It'll be good. Obviously, if it does move, then it'll be for the best. I'm sure the PDC will sort it all out. But just to lift the trophy, if it is the last year, it'll be unbelievable. But wherever it does go to, there's going to be plenty of opportunities for myself to lift it wherever it goes. Thank you.
Last year, Gary Anderson warned the media not to overwhelm you. Did you ever feel like that this year?
I'll be honest, they've done a lot. But that's what comes with it. When myself picking up titles, major titles, then they want a piece.
Did you ever feel under pressure, like after the Europeans, like the Daily Mail said you lost to a former butcher and Gilding? Did that get to you?
I didn't really. I read a little bit, which I shouldn't have, but I did. But that's what happens in darts. You'll lose to. But you can't say Andrew is what he is. He's a former UK Open champion. He's won a major, but it was very tough. But to win the Grand Slam off the back of the European was good. Made the final in my head, so now I'm just looking forward to the Worlds.
Because since that, you've averaged over 13 times in a row. Is that like your new bare minimum? Like, do you take a notice of your stats and do you think I want to be over 100 every game?
It's obviously good to get the high average in, but with the World Championships, it's very different. Set play, just first to three, set first to three. So this is one of the tournaments where you've got to really kick on, because you won't be on that stage for an awfully long time.
Now you won 10 titles this year. Only 3 other players have done that. Phil Taylor, MPG and Peter Wright. Again, is that your new benchmark? Like next year, would you be happy with 8, or would you have to get 10 or more again?
Well, I could potentially end the year on 11, couldn't I? But yeah, I've set another record. I've put my name into the other players who have won 10 titles this year. But yeah, like I said, potentially it could be 11, but next year when I'll try and break the record.
And 9 darters, you seem to always want to go for it. More than anyone else, everyone thinks you're going to get it and asking you about what route you're going to go. How many do you think you can achieve? No one's ever done more than one, but the other play is that in the back of your mind to try and do 2 or 3?
I can, as a player, you know when it's coming. You're playing so well, you're missing the last dart. Obviously, there is a bonus for the 9 darter in the Worlds, and that's what I'll be looking at, as well as lifting the trophy hopefully.
Yeah, and you're one of the favourites to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year, and no doubt players ever won it. What would that mean to do in an Olympic year, where loads of people have won gold medals, and you're up there?
It'd be a big thing for myself. But I've not really looked at too much of the person in first. Is it a runner? Keely? Yeah. I've seen a little bit, but yeah, people don't really class us as athletes, do they? So if I come second to win it, then that'll do.
I mean, her diet would be squashies.
Wouldn't be, would it?
What is your favourite squashy? What's the secret? Is it the
Grand Slam was cherry cola ones.
they're the ones?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.